I just started. I'm going to mute everybody and talk a little bit. My name is Clint, and this class is Ashtanga. And like every morning, every Friday morning for the past 4 weeks, you've been doing Ashtanga. And in Ashtanga, there's no real warm-up. And if you were to go to a class at a studio, you probably wouldn't get a warm-up. So it's important to go through a process to warm up your own body. We're going to continue doing the warm-ups the way that we've done it the last couple of weeks. But I'll show you what I do, which I find very effective, at least for getting into the Namaskara A's and B's. And I always start at the front of my mat, come into Tadasana, and then arms overhead, and then I swan dive down, but I bend my knees a lot so that my fingers can come down to the floor. And then I take a number of breaths, and on every inhale, I lengthen my legs, trying to get my legs longer. And on every exhale, I try to forward fold a little bit more. And I just continue this until I feel like I've gone as far as I can go. And then inhale halfway up, exhale down, and then come all the way back up again. Then I do that a couple times. And as I come back up, I get a little bit of a back bend to counter that forward fold. I come over, bend my knees, but not quite so much. And doing this on my own, and you've probably seen me in Sandy's class or Kat's class doing this before. Anyway, it's a really good way to warm up your body. And just before the class starts, I typically try to see how much I've been able to lengthen my spine, where I just let my hands roll down my legs and see if I can put my palms on the mat. And of course, they're not, but that's what I expect, that's normal. Inhale up and down, and then come all the way back up. There's one thing I'd like to show also. I called this out during the class, but during the Namaskara B, the Sun B, where you go from a chaturanga directly up into down dog and then step into warrior one. The way, I'll just do it, and what I'd like you to do, I'll slow down so that you can see it. So up and down, into the mat, step or jump back to down dog, and from here, my cues have been turn your left foot out, and I can't get my whole foot flat on the mat, but when you turn your left foot out, then you look forward and step that right foot. And now my feet are on different railroad tracks about that far apart, and I can easily come up into warrior one, and my hips are square. So from here, of course, you exhale right back down, go through another chaturanga, you come back up, And as you're coming up, plant your left foot and then turn your right foot out. And then bring that other foot forward. And it saves you the time from going up, getting a lunge, and then having to adjust your foot once you're vertical, because you don't have enough time to do that. Okay, well, enough of the play. Put my mat in the wrong place today. Anyway, so let's warm up a little bit. So come to the top of your mat. Inhale your arms up overhead. Bring your hands to Samasthiti. And then just let your arms come down by your side. Make sure your feet are about hip width apart. Maybe lift your toes and separate them. Lower them back down. Curl your upper inner thighs towards the back. Tuck your tailbone under by tilting your hips, bringing your chest up, the crown of your head up. And listen to your breath. This is your own natural breath. And probably the next time you'll be able to use just your natural breathing is in Shavasana. But enjoy it right now and notice where you're breathing. If you can close your eyes and turn inside, you can feel your body much more. And from here, begin to engage your bandhas, your mula bandha, your pelvic floor muscles. Those are your kegling muscles. The muscles that you use to prevent yourself from urinating or avoiding yourself. That helps engage your lower part of your body, your hips, your glutes, your thighs. And then engage your Uddiyana bandhas. That's the lower abdominal muscles just below your navel. And as you engage those, your breathing begins to change. Because now you're restricting the movement of your diaphragm, which is way up here underneath your rib cage. But because you're pulled in, your organs have no place to move, so you're really compressed there. Your third bandhas are the Jalala bandhas, and that's your glottis, that part of your throat that you can use to close off. And so close that off and breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. But now you begin to sound like Darth Vader or the sea. If you stay here for a couple of minutes, you'll break into a sweat. Because when all these bandhas are engaged, your body is really tight. All your muscles, your focus, and you're building heat and energy. And then open your eyes, bring your arms up overhead, look up at your palms, and then lower your palms back down by your side. Inhale back up, and then lower back down. Do this a couple more times. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale down. This time, as you go up, grab your left wrist with your right hand And then bring the weight into your left foot. Do a side bend to the right. That right hand is trying to lift your left wrist up, not pull it over to the side. And then breathe into your right side body. Trying to expand the ribs on your compressed side. On your next inhale, come back up, change hands. This time your weight's into your right foot. And lift that right arm up with that left hand, pushing away. Now practice breathing into your left side body. Inhale back up, hands down, and to Sun Salutation. From here, on an inhale, drop your seat and raise your arms, coming into chair. Take a quick look to make sure that you can see your toes in front of your knees. And if you can't, just move your seat back a little bit farther. Now your knees should be bent. They don't have to be the same parallel as the floor. But the lower you get, the more engagement you get. And then on an inhale, forward fold over straight legs. Bringing your hands down towards the mat. Take a couple of breaths here as you begin to lengthen your spine. You can even grab opposite elbows and rock a little bit left to right. Maybe make some circles with your head to relieve any tension in your neck. And then your hands back down to the floor. Inhale up halfway, gaze at the horizon. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And hands to Sun Salutation. Okay, if you're not already at the front of your mat, go to the front. We'll start the Sun A's. I'm figuring 3 and 2 today. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Come down halfway. Inhale to up dog, or cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Now walk out your dog. This is your first of the day, probably. So get your hamstrings warming up, synovial fluid into your knees. And 5, look between your hands, hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Inhale up halfway, exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, and hands to Sun Salutation. Inhale your arms overhead, exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway, exhale, palms to the mat, step or jump back to plank and down halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. 3, 4. Look between your hands. 5. And then an exhale, hop, step, or jump into forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out and up. And then hands to Sun Salutation. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway, gaze at the horizon. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank, down halfway. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale to down dog. This time, maybe draw the eyes of your elbows toward each other. And would draw your elbows toward each other. And try rotating your hands toward each other. So your wrists are going the opposite direction of your shoulders. And then look between your legs or your hands. Step, hop, or jump. The forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to Samasthiti. Okay, now we're going to do a sun B with the warrior ones in between. So the last couple of weeks I messed this up, so hopefully I won't this time. Hands to Samasthiti, and then on an exhale, drop your seat, raise your arms up into chair, and then exhale over straight legs. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Inhale up to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Turn your left foot out. Step your right forward. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower the half. Lower, and then up dog, and then come back up into down dog. Turn your right foot out, step your left forward, inhale up to warrior one, exhale, hands to the mat, step or jump back to plank, down halfway, inhale up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Use your breath here to refresh your body. And know that at any time you can take a break. Or look between your hands, hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Inhale up halfway, exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to Samasthiti. One more beat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, gaze at the horizon. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Down halfway. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Turn that left foot out. Step the right foot forward. Rise up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank, down halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Turn that right foot out. Step the left forward. Inhale, down, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank and halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between your hands. And on your next exhale, step in. Forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And hands to Samasthiti. Okay. Next poses are Padangusthasana. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale up halfway. Straighten your legs. And then exhale, forward fold. And try to draw your collarbones toward your toes. Your gaze should be at your knees. Your next inhale, release, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out, up. Enhance the Samasthiti. This time it's Padahastasana. So inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. This time, bring your palms facing up underneath the soles of your feet. Maybe your big toe can reach your wrist crease. And then on an inhale, lift your chest halfway, stretching out your shoulders and your wrists, giving relief from the initial chaturangas. 3, 4, 5. Your next exhale, release your hands. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to Samasthiti. Now for Vinyasa, it's optional. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Come down halfway. Inhale, down dog. Exhale to down dog for 5 breaths. Try pushing your heels down. And look between your hands. Hop, step, or jump. To forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to Samasthiti. Going to triangle. So on an exhale, take a giant step back with your left foot, coming out 90 degrees. Front leg and back leg are straight. Bring your arms up into T. Face the side of your mat. Make sure that your hips are square and your chest is square. From here, take your left cheek and push it back a little bit. Drop your front hip. And then on an exhale, fold over that right leg any amount that you can. Now your hand may come down to your knee, may come down to your ankle. What's important is that your shoulders are vertical and that your hips are opening. 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Rotate your feet to the back of your mat. Stick that right butt cheek out this time. Drop the front hip. And then lower that left arm down. Right arm comes up. Maybe that right hand is directly above your left. That would be good. That's not critical. Your gaze can be up towards your right hand or down towards your left, whichever works best for you. You don't want to stress your neck. 5, come back up. Rotate to the front of the mat. Take a medium-sized step in with your left foot. Bring your arms out into T facing the front of the room. Twist to the right so your left arm is out in front. And then on an exhale, forward fold, bring that left hand down, coming into revolved triangle. Now this might not be the prettiest pose that you're going to do today. And it will never make the cover of Yoga Journal, but you're not being photographed for that. On your next inhale, come back up, rotate your arms straight, come all the way around to the back side of your mat, sit your feet up for this side, rotate your shoulders to the left so that your right arm is over your left leg, and then fold forward, bringing that right arm down into an evolved triangle on this side. 3, 4, 5. Inhale back up. Turn your feet back to the front. Step forward. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank and down halfway. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale, lift your hips up and back to down dog. Look between your hands. Hop, step, or jump forward to forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, gaze at the horizon. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to Samasthiti. This time, going to side angle. So again, take a giant step with your left foot towards the back of the mat. This time, bend that front knee. Bring your arms up into warrior two. Your shoulders are square to the side of the mat. And from here, on an exhale, begin to lower that right hand down next to your right foot. It can be on a block, or you can bend that right elbow and rest it on the center of your thigh. You're trying here to open up your hip and keep your shoulders vertical. If you can gaze at that left hand, that's great. 5, inhale, come back up, straighten your legs, rotate your feet to the back of the mat, bend that left knee, and then same thing on this side. So on an exhale, lower that left hand down next to your left foot. Your right hand comes up. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back up. Rotate your feet again. This time, take a big step in with your left foot. Get a bend in that right knee. Get your arms out straight again, like warrior two. Then rotate your chest around so that you're looking to the right. And from here, exhale and lower that left hand. Maybe you can get to the outside of that right foot. So bring it down towards the floor. Your right knee is bent. Your left is straight. And revolved side angle. 5, inhale. Come back up, rotate around, adjust your feet, bend that left knee, rotate your body to the left, right hand over your left leg, and then exhale, lower that right hand down towards the floor, inside or outside of that left foot. 4, 5. Your next inhale, come back, look towards the front of the room, straighten out your feet, take a giant step forward. Inhale your arms up overhead, and hands to Samasthiti. Going to do another vinyasa, which again is optional. Inhale your arms overhead, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back to plank. Come down halfway. Inhale, up dog. And exhale. Bring your hips up and back into down dog. Take this time to wipe your mat if you need it. 4, 5. Look between your hands. Hop, step, or jump. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And it's the Samasthiti. We're going into Prasarita. We're going to do the same 4 as we've done the last couple of weeks. So from here, take a giant step to the left. And the 4, if you remember, the first A is with your hands down, B is with your hands on your hips, C is interlaced behind, and D is holding on to your big toes. So from here, start by putting your hands on your hips. Inhale your spine tall. And then exhale, come over halfway. And pause there for just a moment. You can lower your hands. And then on an exhale, forward fold any bit farther, drawing the crown of your head down towards the mat. Your fingertips may be in line with your toes, but if not, that's okay. 4, 5. Bring your hands to your hips. Then on the next inhale, come up halfway. Then another inhale, come all the way up. Keep your hands on your hips, but move your hands towards the backs, towards your back, so that they're really on your glutes. Draw your elbows toward each other. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, forward fold. This time you can come all the way down with the crown of your head towards the mat. And just be confident in your pose. 3, 4, 5. On your next inhale, rise all the way up slowly. This time, bring your arms out to the side and then behind you. Interlace your fingers any way that feels good. Try to draw your palms together. And then draw your shoulder blades down your back by pushing your palms down towards the floor. That raises your chest. And then on an exhale, forward fold. Again, crown of your head towards the mat. As you raise your hands towards the ceiling and maybe even beyond your head. 4, 5. On your next inhale, use your hands to pull your chest up. Release your bind. This time, bring your arms out to the side. Inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. This time, reaching for your legs or maybe your big toes if you can reach. Hold on. Maybe you can use your toes to help draw the crown of your head towards the mat. 4, 5. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Either heel toe your feet together or just jump your feet together. Turn towards the front of the mat, step forward. Bring your arms out and up. Hands to Samastitihi. Have another vinyasa. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Down halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Four, 5. Look between your hands. Hop, step, or jump forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And hands to Samastitihi. Okay, so last week you did a couple of new poses together. One was waterfall. So to get started on that, take a small step back, both feet facing forward. Bring your hands behind your back, and if you can make prayer hands behind your back, you can do that. I know many of us cannot, especially me. So you can either grab onto your wrists or your elbows. Inhale your spine tall, straighten that front leg. On an exhale, forward fold over that front knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up. Just rotate your feet to the back. Adjust your feet. Still with your bind. Straighten your spine. And then exhale, forward fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Rotate your feet towards the front. Step forward. Okay, now we have a balance pose. In this balance pose, you can do this any number of ways. What it is with first with your right leg, the maximum you can do is bring your heel into your hip crease and then forward fold over that. I recommend you have a block in front to raise the floor. If you decide to do that, you can put your ankle over your thigh, or you can just stay in tree pose, which is perfectly acceptable. You're not going to get any bonus points in my class. Okay, so get prepared. Inhale up, and then exhale, forward fold. And maybe it doesn't work for you this week. Just acknowledge your body is different every day and every hour of every day. And then 5, inhale back up, step that foot down, walk that out a little bit, and then come to the other side. Inhale, bring your left leg to wherever you want to try this. Inhale your spine tall, and then forward fold. And 5, come up. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Down halfway. Inhale, duck dog. Exhale, down dog. 2. This is where these chaturangas become kind of easy. 4, 5. Look between your hands. Hop, step, or jump up. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And rise all the way up to Samasthiti. Okay, this time we're going to do a warrior series. So from here, take a big step back. You're coming into warrior 1. So take that left foot out a little bit. Then that front knee. Inhale your arms overhead into warrior 1. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, straighten that leg. Adjust your feet for warrior 2. Bend that front knee to warrior 2. 3, 4, 5. Now, warrior 3 is next. So step that left foot forward just a bit. Straighten that front leg. And when you're ready, just blast off up onto that right foot, rather. And then come into warrior 3. So your chest is roughly parallel to the floor. Your back leg is roughly parallel. Your arms can be anywhere. That helps. 4, 5. On your exhale, left foot meets the right. Inhale, arms up overhead. Sun Salutation. We only have one more side to do. So from here, take a big step back with that right foot. Coming into warrior 1. And inhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms down, straighten that leg, adjust your feet, arms out into T, and then bend that left knee, coming into warrior 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting ready to blast off to warrior 3. When you're ready, on an inhale, blast off. Try to get your chest level, your right leg level. Your left leg still has a minor bend in it to give you more control. Your arms can be straight ahead. They can be out to the side. 4, 5. Lower your right foot to meet the left. Inhale, arms up overhead. Hands to Sun Salutation. And that's the end of the standing poses for today. But we still have one more chaturanga. So inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Down halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Enjoy the last 5 breaths here in down dog. Maybe you want to try to get your heels down to the mat. Maybe not. And then look between your hands. Step, hop, jump, or just lower your knees and come into Bandhasana. Bandhasana is just a seated pose with your legs out straight. Your sit bones on the mat. Maybe remove the flesh from your sit bones. Your palms are pushing down, lengthening out your spine. Your legs are straight as your toes are up. And then for Paschimottanasana, inhale high, and then exhale. Walk your hands down your legs and see if you can grab onto your toes with your fingers. If you can't get your toes, grab onto your ankles. But use the strength in your biceps to draw your chest forward. It means that your elbows are bent and you're not using all of your back. And exhale, release, come back up to Dandasana. Inhale, and then forward fold again. This time, maybe you can grab the soles of your feet Maybe you can make a bind across the bottoms. Inhale and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you want to do the bumps and you need a block, grab the block, bend your knees, bring your feet close to your hips, your knees high, and then inhale, lift up, and then down. The next poses we're going to do are, we're going to do reverse table. So straighten out your legs again, bring your feet, your soles flat on the mat, hands behind your hips, and then on an inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. 2, 3, drag your heels towards your hands. 4, 5, and release. Another bump. So bring your feet in, your knees in. Inhale, lift, and down. Next is Janu Sirsasana. So your left leg is out straight, your right foot is on the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, tall, and then exhale, reach for the toes on your left foot, and draw your collarbones towards your foot. This will lengthen your spine. In my yin classes, I asked you to round your spine, but this is a strength class. So you're building strength in those muscles that run right alongside your spine. And 4, release, come up. And then exhale, forward fold again. This time, grab across the bottom of your feet, your foot. And again, draw your collarbones towards your foot. 3, 4, 5. On your exhale, come back up, change legs. Left sole to your upper inner thigh. Inhale your spine tall. And exhale, reach for your big toe on your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your next inhale, come back up. And exhale, grab for the bottom of that right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your next exhale, release. Bring that foot back. Going into a bump, so cross your legs and your knees high. And on an inhale, lift up and lower. Okay, coming to Marichi. We're only going to do 2 Marichis here. So start with both legs out straight and bring that right foot into, your right knee into your chest. Inhale, tall. And then on an exhale, see if you can forward fold, getting your chest forward of that right knee. Maybe you can grab onto that right knee with your left hand. Maybe you can get that right arm wrapped all the way around that right knee. This is Marichi training. 5. Inhale, come back up. This time, it's going to be the twist. So right hand behind your back, keep your spine tall, crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Grab your right leg with your left hand. Again, lengthen up, and on an exhale, twist to the right from your hip crease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, come back to center. Bend that left knee. Bring that knee up to your chest, inside that right thigh. Squeeze it good. And then try to bend forward fold on the inside of that left knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back up. This time, bring your left hand behind your back. Straighten your spine. Hold on to that right knee. Straighten up again, even more. And then on an exhale, twist to your left from your hip crease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, come back to center. Going to do another bump. So knees in, feet in. Inhale, lift up, and then down. Going to do something a little different. In my classes, this is called dragonfly. This is a straddle. This is we'll do this in 2 different ways. Bring your feet out wide. Inhale your chest high. And then on an exhale, walk your hands down your legs. Maybe you can reach for your toes, maybe not. But try to get your collarbones towards the wall in front of you, not down towards the mat. You're lengthening your spine. You're not rounding it. So engage your lower spine to help straighten you up. 4, 5. And then from here, the easy part is grab your toes again. And this time, try to lift your legs up and be balanced with your legs out wide and straightish. Do as I say, not as I do. This is both a balance and strength and flexibility. 4, 5. Release. Come back down. Bend your knees. Get ready for another bump. On an inhale, bump. And down. We have time for a couple more things here. So bring your feet out in front of you with your knees bent. This is boat or Navasana. So you can grab behind your thighs if you wish and straighten your spine as you lean back. And then when you're ready, lift your feet up. So maybe your shins are parallel. Maybe you want to let go. Maybe you want to straighten your legs. 3, 4, 5, and down. I'm going to do a couple more of these. And then getting back ready. Inhale, lift your feet up. Straightenish your legs, your arms. 3, 4, 5. Lower your feet. One last one. Lean back, straighten your spine, lift your feet up, You can point your toes if you want. If you really want to push, just raise your arms, raise your legs higher. 4, 5. Bring your legs back in. Bring your blocks in for another bump. Inhale, bump up, and then lower back down. Okay, coming towards the end here, I'd like to give everybody an opportunity. I think your legs are probably warmed up enough. So if you want to get into a full lotus, you can try that. Just make sure that your knees are not bothered at all. All this work on the hips through the warrior poses and even these seated poses are meant to rotate your hips wider, because in order to get this heel into your hip crease, it's not bending your knee, it's rotating your hip. So let's see if this works. I can tell it will today. And this is not necessary. This does not mean that this is a successful class. Just means that my body is now, after 9 years, flexible enough to do this. From here, raise the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, and then bring your hands behind your back. Maybe you can make that namaste, hands behind your back, maybe not, but forward fold. Any amount that you can. On your next inhale, come back up. The next pose is just bring your thumb and forefingers together, straighten out your arms, and rest the back of your hands or your back of your wrist on your knees and sit up tall. You'll be here for 10 breaths. 3, 9, and 10. From here, if you want to bump up one more time, if it's available to you, go for it. Inhale. Now my blocks are getting in the way. And then release your legs. And find your way onto your back. Coming into Shavasana. Stretch your arms out towards the wall beyond your head and your heels towards the wall in front of you. And then your fingernails and your toenails, so you get the front of your body stretched. And then return your hands down by your side with your palms up. You can walk your shoulder blades underneath your chest if you wish, if that's good. You can bend your knees into a psoas release, where your knees are together and your feet are wide. or rest them on top of blocks, or be in butterfly legs. Take a deep cleansing breath into your nose and sigh it all out through your mouth. And take another deep cleansing breath into your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. And take rest. And notice your breath here and how long it is and how deep it is. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back into your space. Bring movement to your fingers, into your toes, to your wrists, into your ankles. And when you're ready, bend your knees, walk your footprints up towards your sit bones. Draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. And rock all the way from your left side to your right side, massaging that kidney area. And push your hips forward, lengthening your spine, and do it again. And then come all the way over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. And pause here for a moment. And let your muscles acknowledge what they've done today for you. And then using the strength in your left hand, push the floor away and rise up to a seated position. Thank you for practicing your Ashtanga with me this morning. I am really gratified to see each of you here taking care of your body and your mind and your breath through the practice of yoga. Take the compassion and empathy and peace that you practice on your mat home with you and share it with your family, your friends, and those you may meet. Namaste. My name is Clint, and this has been a modified Ashtanga. And you can unmute your phones if you wish. Thanks for practicing with me.
Thank you. It was wonderful.
Thank you, Clint.
Clint.
Very good.
Great session.
Thanks,
Thank
Jay.
you, Clint.
Hey, Annie.
Thanks.
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Barb.
Hiya.
Good to
Thank you,
see
big buddy. Thank you, Clint.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
Everybody have a good
It was
day.
perfect.
Wonderful class, Clint. Thank you.
Good
Good. I'm
class,
glad you
good
enjoyed
class.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, enjoy the rain later.
Thanks.
We will.
Okay. Until next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, here.